Nepal, a majestic land home to the towering Mount Everest and the birthplace of Buddha, holds countless mysteries and allurements waiting to be explored. Renowned not only for its rugged mountains, pristine forests and rich biodiversity, Nepal also astonishes many with its unique and harsh customs, particularly those affecting women. From the rare practice of polyandry to controversial traditions, this country presents a striking contrast between breathtaking nature and a challenging society. Let's embark on a journey to discover the unique and bizarre aspects of Nepal. Number 20. Expelling women from homes during menstruation. In Nepal, women continue to face severe discrimination, and one of the most shocking customs is the Chaupati tradition, banishing women from their homes during menstruation. This ancient Hindu practice, persisting for centuries, views menstruating women as impure. According to this tradition, women and even girls who have reached puberty are forced to live in isolation during their menstrual cycle. During this time, they are prohibited from touching kitchen utensils, sharing water sources with the family, or even attending school or staying in the house. Instead, they are banished to makeshift huts, sometimes livestock sheds or temporary shelters. Alarmingly, they are forbidden from bathing or combing their hair during these days. These temporary shelters often lack essential amenities to protect them from wild animals, insects, or poisonous snakes. The risk of being attacked or facing danger while living in isolation in remote areas is high. Moreover, poor sanitary conditions make them vulnerable to infections and respiratory diseases. After their cycle, women must purify themselves by bathing in cow urine, as local beliefs hold that only cow urine is pure enough to cleanse them of impurity. Number 19. Polyandry in Nepal. Many of you have likely heard of polygamy, but did you know that polyandry also exists worldwide? Interestingly, it's still practiced in northern Nepal. The reason behind this custom stems from the scarcity of arable land. If the land were divided among each son, each would receive a meager portion. Moreover, the harsh winters here make farming extremely challenging, demanding the combined efforts of many. Hence polyandry, where one woman has multiple husbands, often brothers, emerged. According to local people, this system also helps regulate the number of children born, aligning with the region's limited resources. If a man has multiple wives, the number of children is likely to be higher than if a woman has multiple husbands. To maintain harmony in a polyandrous family, there's a rule that the wife must distribute her attention equally among all husbands, even if she favors one. Elsewhere, it's rare to find a woman who must perform such a unique task, scheduling intimate encounters to ensure fairness and prevent anyone from feeling neglected. Number 18. High rate of child marriage. In a conservative country like Nepal, marriage is often arranged by parents, and many force their children into marriage for cultural or economic reasons. Alarmingly, girls as young as 12 years old are being married off. Estimates suggest that around 40% of girls in Nepal marry as children. For girls who remain unmarried before 18, the risk of being sold into prostitution is a terrifying reality. Childbirth is the greatest pressure on women here. Without education, they cannot escape abuse, and if they can't endure it, their only option is to leave their family. This has become so ingrained in society that even today, many young girls in Nepal elope with their lovers to avoid forced marriages or to escape poverty and heavy household chores. While teenage love is often not accepted in many rural areas of Nepal, couples frequently resort to eloping and marrying secretly to legalize their relationship. Additionally, many couples marry due to unintended pregnancies. Although the government has prohibited marriage before the age of 20, this practice remains prevalent, especially in rural areas. Child marriage in Nepal is not solely a cultural issue but also deeply reflects the economic and social challenges these young girls face daily. Number 17. Fruit marriage. An intriguing custom in Nepal, fruit marriage has piqued the curiosity of many. The newer people of Nepal have a distinctive tradition where every young woman must undergo 3 marriages in her lifetime. The first is a wedding with a fruit named Bel Sanga Biba, followed by Gar Rak, a marriage to the sun, and finally a real wedding with her husband. These wedding ceremonies are observed in both the Buddhist and Hindu traditions of the newer people. Interestingly, if a woman's husband passes away, she is not considered a widow because she is already married to the god Shiva. Moreover, if girls marry before reaching puberty, the gods are believed to protect them from discrimination and potential threats later. The wedding with the bel fruit, a fruit from the apple tree symbolizing the god Shiva, is the initial ceremony that young girls experience. Typically, this ceremony is held when girls are on the verge of puberty, around 9 years old. The bellfruit wedding spans 2 days, beginning with a ritual of dyeing the soles of the feet to purify the body, and concluding with the Kandan ceremony, where the father agrees to offer his daughter's virginity to the god Shiva. This custom empowers women to live more independently after marriage, as they can divorce or become widows without losing their honor since they remain married to the sun and the bellfruit. Another fascinating aspect of this custom is its ability to prevent child marriage. After marrying the bellfruit and the sun, girls are less inclined to marry early. This cultural shield safeguards young girls from the pressure of early marriage. Number 16. Nepal has the world's most dangerous airport. Nepal boasts one of the world's most perilous airports, and just contemplating landing here can make many people's hearts race. Harsh weather conditions, limited visibility, and treacherous mountainous terrain make flying in Nepal a formidable challenge. The towering mountain peaks not only pose difficulties for pilots, but also become particularly dangerous during inclement weather, forcing flights to use smaller planes to reach mountainous regions and remote areas. According to reports from the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal, aircraft with fewer than 19 seats are more likely to face risks when confronted with these challenges. Lukla Airport, located in northeastern Nepal and known as the Gateway to Everest, holds the infamous title of the world's most dangerous airport. The airport's runway is built on a cliff edge, ending abruptly at a deep abyss, creating a haunting scene. Nepal has witnessed numerous horrific aviation accidents, with the most recent one occurring on January 15, 2023, claiming the lives of at least 68 people. This became the worst aviation disaster in the country's 30 years. It's also the third worst aviation accident in Nepal's history. Have any of you flown to Nepal before? Don't hesitate to share your experiences. With such a high level of danger, do you have the courage to try flying here? Perhaps every flight to Nepal is like a gamble with fate. Number 15. The living goddess Kumari. Kumari, meaning virgin goddess in Nepali, is the world's only living goddess, revered by both Hindus and Buddhists. People believe Kumari is the incarnation of the goddess Taleju, possessing supernatural powers to heal, grant wishes, and bestow blessings. Traditionally, girls aged 2 to 4 are elected as Kumari, and after a rigorous selection process, they reside in a separate house in Kathmandu. During religious festivals, Kumari is adorned in exquisite attire and traditional colorful garments. However, upon reaching puberty, Kumari relinquishes her divine role and returns to a normal life. Former Kumari not only receive respect but also a lifelong allowance from the Nepalese government as a token of gratitude for their years of service. Being chosen as Kumari is undoubtedly a sacred honor for any girl, isn't it? What do you think of this unique and mystical tradition of Nepal? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Number 14. Nepal's sacred cow culture. In Nepal, cows are more than just animals. They are sacred symbols of life and prosperity. In Hindu culture, which dominates Nepal's population, cows are considered embodiments of divine beings and symbols of wealth and abundance. Whenever you stroll through Nepal's streets, you'll encounter cows roaming freely without any hindrance, a sight that is both peculiar and sacred. Cows play a significant role in the daily lives of Nepalese people. It is believed that caring for and protecting cows brings blessings and good fortune to the family. No one dares to harm or kill a cow, and this has become an integral part of Nepalese culture. The reverence for cows reflects the deep connection between humans and nature in Nepal. It's not merely a religious symbol but also a way for Nepalese people to express respect for life. Number 13. Elephant polo. Nepal's most unique sport. You've probably heard of polo. But have you ever imagined playing polo on elephants? In Nepal, this sport is a reality and is held annually with international teams participating. Elephant polo, a unique and exciting sport, has become an integral part of Nepal's tourism culture. Experiencing athletes skillfully controlling elephants, maintaining balance and scoring goals is sure to amaze you. The combination of the elephant's strength and the player's skill creates a spectacle unlike any other sport in the world. Elephant polo not only attracts local audiences but also tourists from around the globe. It's one of the most exciting tourist activities, enticing anyone visiting Nepal to participate or at least witness it firsthand. Number 12. Adventure sports tourism. Are any of you adventure sports enthusiasts? If so, leave a comment and let me know. Personally, I'm a bit apprehensive about such activities, but if you're passionate about exploration, Nepal is the ultimate destination. Known as the roof of the world with the 8,848-meter-high Mount Everest, Nepal is a dream destination for adventure seekers. Hidden beneath the Himalayas are hundreds of challenging trails, attracting thrill seekers and explorers. It's no exaggeration to say that Nepal is a paradise for those seeking adventurous experiences. Most visitors here can't resist participating in thrilling activities like mountain climbing, jungle trekking, kayaking, bungee jumping, paragliding, and even hot air ballooning. Number 11. The mysterious sky caves of Nepal. Nepal hides many ancient mysteries, but none compare to the sky caves of Mustang. Carved into towering cliffs, these caves have existed for centuries, holding countless secrets about history and culture that modern humans have yet to fully uncover. Archaeologists and explorers have been captivated by their enigmatic beauty and untold stories. The sky caves of Mustang are not just shelters, but also treasure troves of ancient artifacts. From wall paintings to ancient religious manuscripts, each cave tells a story of the glorious era of the Mustang Kingdom, where people once sought refuge and practiced meditation. These relics continue to challenge scientists and explorers to unravel their origins and true purposes. Visitors to Mustang can explore narrow passageways and vertical rock walls, experiencing the feeling of stepping into another world where time seems to stand still. Number 10. Nepal's Festivals of Color. When talking about Holi, Nepal's Festival of Colors, it's impossible not to mention the explosion of joy and energy. It's not just a time for fun, but also a moment when everyone from young to old immerses themselves in vibrant colors. Holi symbolizes renewal, hope, and the promise of a good year. During the festival, people throw colored powder, pour water, and engage in endless fun on the streets. Laughter echoes everywhere, and the colorful faces create a vibrant and lively festive atmosphere. It's a time when all differences in age, class, or status are blurred as everyone comes together in unity. The colorful Holi festival has become one of the major events, attracting not only locals but also international tourists. Participating in Holi in Nepal is an unforgettable experience, transporting you to a world filled with colors and joy. Number 9. The Legend of the Yeti. The Yeti, meaning snowman in Nepali, is a legendary creature believed to inhabit the majestic Himalayas. According to legend, the Yeti is a large creature weighing between 200 and 400 pounds, covered in reddish-brown or dark gray fur. This mysterious creature is said to live in the perpetual snow of Asia, walk upright like humans, and often leave large footprints in the snow. Despite numerous daring expeditions to remote and dangerous regions of Nepal to search for evidence of the Yeti, no concrete proof of its existence has been found. The search has extended to Russia and China, but the existence of the Yeti remains an unsolved mystery. Is the Yeti merely a product of imagination, or is there truly a mysterious creature lurking among the snow-capped mountains? This question continues to pique the curiosity of explorers and adventurers worldwide. Number 8. Nepal's vibrant tea culture. The endless tea plantations spread across Nepal's mountains not only offer a beautiful landscape but also inspire tea lovers worldwide. In Nepal, enjoying a cup of tea is more than just a habit. It's a refined ritual deeply ingrained in people's daily lives. Visitors to Nepal can not only savor tea but also delve deeper into the unique tea production process. From plucking fresh tea leaves on high hills to the fermentation and drying processes, each step requires meticulous attention from the locals. This care creates teas with distinctive flavors, carrying the rich aroma of the Nepali land. Nepali tea is more than just a beverage, it's a cultural bridge connecting people. Tea plantations in Ilam, Dankuta, and Terai are renowned for their green and black teas, offering a refreshing and elegant taste. Imagine sitting amidst expansive tea plantations, sipping a hot cup of tea while listening to stories from local farmers. It's an unforgettable experience. Number 7. Nepal has never been invaded. Nepal, a small but resilient nation, proudly boasts the distinction of being one of the few countries that have never been invaded. Throughout the long history of South Asia, while India endured decades of British colonial rule, Nepal never needed to celebrate Independence Day simply because the country has never been colonized by any foreign power. It's one of the oldest civilizations in the region, a remarkable feat for a small nation sandwiched between two giants, China and India. Nepal managed to maintain its autonomy and identity over generations. Notably, in 2008, Nepal officially transitioned into a federal democratic republic, marking the end of centuries of monarchy. This further highlights the uniqueness of Nepal, a small nation with a rich tapestry of history and culture waiting to be explored. Number 6. Over 80% of the population follows Hinduism. It might surprise you to learn that Nepal, often associated with Buddhism, actually has a Hindu majority. Over 81.3% of Nepal's population practices Hinduism, while only 9% follow Buddhism, 4.4% are Muslim, and over 4% adhere to other religions like Mundam, Christianity, and traditional beliefs. This contrast not only reflects the remarkable religious diversity but also showcases Nepal's exceptional ability to harmonize different cultures. Hinduism is not just the dominant religion, it's a cornerstone of the nation's cultural identity. Its influence is evident in every aspect of people's lives, from vibrant festivals and traditions to unique art and architecture. The presence of multiple religions, with Hinduism being the most prevalent, creates a rich and multifaceted cultural landscape, making Nepal a fascinating destination for those seeking to explore religious diversity, as well as the depth and richness of its culture and history. Number 5. Nepal's peculiar time zone. Nestled in the Himalayas, Nepal is famous not only for its breathtaking natural beauty, but also for its unique time zone. While the world is divided into 24 time zones, each usually differing by 1.5 hours, Nepal stands out. The country uses a time zone that is 45 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, known as Nepal Standard Time. This unique time zone was established in 1956, when Nepali lawmakers decided to use the sacred peak of Gauri Shankar, located east of Kathmandu, as the reference point for determining the national time. This resulted in Nepal's time being 15 minutes ahead of India, its neighboring country. This interesting difference has become a subject of humorous anecdotes, with people saying that Nepalese are always 15 minutes late, or Indians are always 15 minutes early. Nepalese people take pride in this small difference, viewing it as a symbol of their self-respect for being ahead of India, even if it's just by a few minutes. Furthermore, Nepal uses an ancient calendar that is 56 years and 6 months ahead of the Gregorian calendar used in the Western world, so when you set foot in Kathmandu, you'll find that the current year is 2676. Number 4. Shamanism in the Himalayas. Shamanism or witchcraft remains strong in Nepal, especially in remote mountainous regions. For many people, shamans are more than just healers. They are bridges between the physical and spiritual worlds. Shamans are believed to possess special abilities capable of healing, predicting the future, and even helping people communicate with the spirits of their ancestors. This practice has existed for thousands of years and plays a significant role in Nepal's indigenous culture. People believe that every illness or problem in life is linked to a supernatural force, and only shamans can resolve it. Healing rituals performed by shamans are often held during major festivals, accompanied by drums, flutes, and unique dances, creating a mystical and sacred atmosphere. Visitors may be invited to participate in these rituals when visiting remote villages in Nepal. Number 3. Nepal, the birthplace of Lord Buddha. Located at the foot of the Himalayas, Lumbini in Nepal, 25 kilometers east of the Indian city of Kapilavastu, is where Queen Maya Devi gave birth to Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha, the founder of Buddhism. With a message of humanity and compassion for all beings, the Buddha was born in 623 BC, over 2,600 years ago. Lumbini is not only a place that marks the life of one of history's greatest figures, but has also been recognized as a Buddhist pilgrimage center since the 3rd century BCE, with numerous archaeological remains of temples and stupas. When visiting Nepal, you cannot miss exploring Lumbini. Here you can find the sacred garden and the Maya Devi temple, built nearly 2,600 years ago. Located about 240 kilometers from the capital, Kathmandu, Lumbini was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997. Besides Lumbini, Nepal boasts 3 other outstanding UNESCO World Heritage Sites: the Kathmandu Valley, Chitwan National Park, and Sagarmatha National Park. Number 2. Ethnic diversity. Nepal is, well, a culturally diverse tapestry, home to over 80 different ethnic groups living together peacefully and harmoniously. In this small nation, people speak over 123 languages and dialects. Each ethnic group in Nepal has its own unique culture, traditions, and festivals, all of which are respected and coexist. Art, culture, and religion are not only important elements but also distinctive markers of the Nepalese people, making them easily distinguishable from other cultures. From religious festivals, cuisine, and beverages to language, music, and folklore, every element deeply reflects the identity of each group. Communities like the Tibetan Burman in the north and the Indo-Aryan in the south have had a strong mutual influence on cultural exchange. For example, the Sherpa people, primarily living in the Himalayas, frequently traded with Tibet for rice and culture and were significantly influenced by Tibetan culture. Conversely, the Bahun and Chetri groups, comprising a large portion of the population, focus on agriculture and livestock. Meanwhile, the newer people, predominantly residing in the Kathmandu Valley and major towns, tend to engage more in trade and commerce. The Gurung, Tamang, Magar, and other groups, famous for their rich cultures and distinct traditions, all contribute to Nepal's unique and diverse culture. Number 1. The Land of the Himalayas. Nepal is famously known as the Land of the Himalayas, and home to the world's highest peaks, including the majestic Mount Everest, which stands at 8,848 meters. What makes the Himalayas extraordinary is that they stretch across 5 countries, with 8 of the 10 highest peaks on Earth located in Nepal. The awe-inspiring beauty of the towering mountains and endless trekking routes attract adventurers and nature lovers from all over the world. Each trek, such as the Annapurna Circuit, the Everest Base Camp Trek, and the Langtang Valley Trek, takes travelers through diverse landscapes, offering breathtaking views of snow-capped peaks, lush valleys, ancient monasteries, and rural villages. The people of the Himalayas have a unique lifestyle closely connected to nature. Many engage in farming, trade, and craftsmanship to make a living, while others work as guides or porters for the thousands of trekkers who come to the region.